Hey guys, just a quick update on some of the new things I've added since yesterday. I'm having a lot of fun just working with this little prototype. So last night I worked on it for maybe about 2 hours, and then this morning I just worked on it for about hour and a half. I think I'm probably gonna be done for today, but let me show you what I included, which I think is pretty cool here. So first, the mechanic for switching is now manual. So now if I tag two objects, it doesn't automatically switch. You have to use a separate key. Right now I'm just using the right mouse button. And you can see on the left corner, there's a timer. I'm making it 10 seconds, which I think is a little bit better. That's just for gameplay reasons, right? So let's say you need to tag an object on a corner that you can't really see. You can run here, tag it, and then you can come here, tag this one, and then switch. That way you don't have to run. You can just tag it that way. So that's pretty cool. I struggled last night. This took me over an hour for some reason. It's super simple, right? It's just a platform, and I'm using a timeline. And I know for those of you guys that are not using Unreal, it's just basically a way of doing linear interpolation over a period of time using a curve. So this is just going up and down, up and down. And I want to have the ability to switch movable objects with static objects and have the object continue to go on its path. And it just took me a while to figure out local space versus world space and offsets and whatnot. But you can now tag these platforms, and you can tag any other object, and you can switch them, and you can see now that the platform is going up and down on the new location with the new rotation, and then it switches back. So this is pretty cool because now if you have a platform that's going up and down and you need to go to a high place, you can switch it with a nearby object, and then you can hop on that platform. So pretty cool. Another thing I added, and this is just, I think it just makes it more fun, I added a double jump with the ability to do more than just double. You can do triple jumps, so maybe I'll do power-ups later. You can do triple, quadruple jumps or whatever. But that's just a fun little thing. I also added jump pads. Again, super simple, but I thought if you're doing like a platformer, a puzzle platformer, this is pretty nifty. So you can adjust the delay for activation, and you're going to be launched in the direction of this arrow. So you can come into the level and modify the arrow here, and specify the strength, and you just kind of hop on it, and it'll just take you to the place. So you can see here. Pretty cool. I've also added switches. So this little actor here, I know it looks pretty crappy, but it's basically, it does the same thing that you do with when you shoot an object, right? It has two actors in the level that are linked, and in this case it's going to be this platform here and that platform there, and when you step on it, it switches their location and rotation, and then you step off. The difference here is that you don't have a timer. So you just kind of step on it and it just mirrors the location and rotation. I'm not doing scale because I think that would not be as interesting gameplay wise. But you can see here all it's doing is switching, right? So imagine two sides of a room that you can step on a switch and then it'll flip the room basically one side with the other. And maybe one of the sides has a bridge and the other doesn't, right? Or maybe it'll switch a floor with a ceiling. So a lot of different gameplay ideas here. So you can see here, I can't really cross. I'm trying to get to that platform there. I can't really get there. But if I switch, now I can. Pretty cool. And the other thing, and the last thing I'll show is, also with the switch, you have the ability to shoot at the switch, or any object. I made a separate category. Basically, some objects can absorb your shot, and instead of switching when you shoot at an object, if it can absorb your shot, it'll basically call a function and activate. So the switches, not only can you step on them and activate them, you can actually shoot at them and then they'll absorb your shot for a few seconds, and they'll activate the same function. So let's say I wanted to get to this platform here. Um, I can't, right? Even with my double jump, I just can't do it. However, if I come here and I shoot the switch, he switched this object with this object, and you can see, right? It absorbs it for 2 seconds, and then it goes away. So what happens now is, now I can come here, and with my double jump, then I can come here. Yep. So that's pretty much it. Again, more and more little gameplay elements are coming together. I do really like the switching mechanic. I think I made the right choice. Funny enough, this was actually my first idea when I was looking at the Game Jam theme. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with how things are looking, and still notice I'm not really doing any art. I posted earlier, I think, what's worked for me is doing all of the functionality first. I'm just using basic colors here in cubes. Once you nail down the functionality, my recommendation again is then worry about the assets and the nice materials and whatnot here. But yeah, I may add some more mechanics. I thought about maybe a ladder as a different mechanic, switching a ladder with a cube or something, and then you can just climb the ladder. But you can do the same with jump pads in a way. But yeah, this is what I have so far. Right now I've had maybe, let's see, maybe about 10 hours in 2 days. Less than 10 hours, maybe around 8 hours. And this is what I've accomplished. So let me know what you think. If you have any other cool ideas with the same premise, let me know, and maybe I'll include it. And remember, this is going to be fully available after the Game Jam, so you can open the project if you have Unreal, mess around with the platforms, with all the mechanics, and if you like it, make your own little levels. So let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks.